Hello, social media, family, friends, acquaintances, service members, veterans. On the interstate today, heading back home from seeing some family. Just stopped here and got some gas. So I thought I would do a real quick video as I continue my first ever book, which I hope to have published in the near future, called His Story, Your Story. So today we're going to be talking about the first part of my chapter related to high school. So this one's actually going to be a two-part devotional. It's titled Giving and Gaining, and Proverbs 11:24 talks about how when we give freely, we gain. So my first 2 years in high school were pretty standard, apart from getting bullied by 2 or 3 guys. But eventually I stood up to them and they left me alone forever. But anyways, they were pretty standard. What do I mean by that? Played baseball in the fall, basketball in the spring, and then baseball in the fall, basketball in the winter, baseball in the spring. My high school didn't have football. We had baseball in the fall and spring. Well, starting my sophomore year, I just didn't have the same passion for basketball that I had for baseball. Basketball is always my number 2 sport, so I didn't take it as serious and started leaning more towards wanting to solely focus on baseball. So between my sophomore and junior year, I went to Eastern Illinois' baseball camp. I played baseball in the Effingham Park District. I fully focused on baseball because my sophomore year I got to play a lot of varsity, which was pretty significant during this time at our school because we always had around 30 guys go out for basketball and baseball. And however, though, I didn't get to hit a whole lot because that was my weakness. So I focused on the hitting in the summer between my sophomore and junior year and worked really hard. Heading into the fall of my junior year, I decided not to play basketball and continue to solely focus on baseball because it was always my best sport. Anyways, I started all the games. My hitting still wasn't quite where it needed to be, and last game of the regular season, the coach was playing a lot of different people because we were really young and inexperienced, and I took it the wrong way. And I ended up saying a few choice words before the last game of the regular season and grabbed my stuff and walked out of there. And my Uncle Raymond walked me back to my vehicle and was trying to talk me out of it, but I wasn't having it. I wasn't going to hear it from anybody. And I realized later that I made the biggest mistake of my life, one of the biggest mistakes of my life, and just totally hit rock bottom at the beginning of my junior year. So next time I will talk to you about how I came up out of it and came back bigger, stronger, and better than ever. And the moral lesson that we can learn from this part A of this devotional is, in giving and gaining, is that we have to go through the fire. We have to go through the trenches. We have to go through adversity in life if we're ever going to make it, ever to become something bigger than ourselves. And the ultimate purpose in life is obviously to find God's purpose for your life and to serve Him. So again, to reiterate what I said at the beginning, is sometimes we have to go through the fire, and sometimes we have to give up something to get better at something. And there's many reasons why we have to go through this, but I think the biggest one is reliance upon God, and number 2, finding out who we are and what we're made of. And I think through that we become a stronger follower of Christ because we realize we're weak, and the only thing we can do is just sit at his feet and just lay everything at him and say, here I am, Jesus, I am yours. Do what you want to do with my life. I want your will. I want your purpose. I want your plan. I want your destiny for my life. So I'll stop there, and I'll tell you next time how I came up out of it. Take care, and God bless.